Alright, right off the bat, I should probably warn you that the main purpose of this video isn't UGC, it's just to update you guys on some things related to the channel. However, the last time I uploaded a video purely doing just that, it didn't go over so well. So with this one, I've decided to lure you guys in here by first giving you my take on the state of the UGC market, because, let's be honest, it's a little weird right now. It feels like the last month or so, Roblox and UGC creators have just completely given up on keeping the UGC market moderated, and the reason it feels that way is because they kinda have. During RDC 2022, an invite-only conference where Roblox and selected high-profile developers meet up to participate in fun activities and update the public on Roblox's future plans, Roblox hinted about several coming updates to UGC. According to Pro Game Guide's article on the conference, quote, "It was confirmed that any Roblox user will be able to create UGC items in the near future. UGC items will now be able to become limited, and developers will be able to create their own promotional UGC items and then release them to players for free, meaning that Roblox will be taking a step away from creating UGC items and will instead leave the creativity in the hands of the users. UGC trading will also be coming to the Roblox platform very soon, which will allow users to swap and exchange items with other players, depending on their individual and interpreted values. Basically, Roblox's end goal is to make it so that instead of only them and users trusted by them holding the avatar shop's reins, it'll be every user on the platform. Roblox has actually already started lowering the restrictions on who can obtain UGC as we speak. Now on paper, that sounds great. Roblox is all about customization, imagination, and world building, and giving all users the ability to upload any accessories they want to wear would take that to the next level. However, if you think about it for even a little bit, there's one massive problem with that, which is that the public is more untrustworthy than a fox in a henhouse. Roblox would love to imagine that upon receiving control of the catalog, users everywhere would burst forth in a flurry of newfound creativity, making accessories that would revolutionize the catalog forevermore, and causing the average Roblox avatar to make Red Dead Redemption 2 look like a casually explained video. But in reality, all the public really wants is to break Roblox. After all, why would you spend an hour trying to craft this awesome steampunk-looking fit when you could stand out just as much, if not a lot more, by having a ton of hats that resemble flex-worthy limited items? Now, we've seen people pull stuff like this in the past. There have been plenty of rich person wannabes running around with knockoff limited items like the glowing eyes glasses, super happy glasses, and the Spikey Overlord Crown, but even though a lot of people bought these items, the amount of their kind was actually pretty low, and Roblox has now content deleted most of them. Now that Roblox is relinquishing more and more control to the public, though, with the influx of new UGC creators, it's getting harder and harder to moderate and scrutinize all of them, and they know this and are taking full advantage. I won't mention things like the super happy face mouth, epic face clone, and literal Dominus that people uploaded, because those Roblox actually did take down. But, Spiky Horns, knockoffs of the Dark Horns of Ponent. Blackout Shades, literally just emo versions of Clockwork Shades. Crown of the Holidays, when I first saw this I legitimately thought it was a brand new Federation crown and got really excited. Everest Hood, literally just the hood part of the Subarctic Commando. I'm not even lying, here's the two combined, it's really blatant. Void Star clones! Seriously, why are there so many goddamn Void Star clones? At this point, you would probably think someone wearing an actual Void Star got it for like 15 Robux or something. And people love these items. They are raking in the favorites. Blackout Shades is at 4K favorites, Crown of the Holidays is at 6K, and one of the Void Star clones is at a whopping 42K favorites. These things are selling like hotcakes. Now, initially, my take on this entire situation was that it's fine. Like, sure, these are blatant knockoffs, which is against the terms of Roblox UGC program, but Roblox doesn't really seem to care, and at the end of the day, these people are just uploading what they want to upload, which in a free user-run catalog environment should be the norm. People criticize them for being unoriginal, but if we're being honest, the UGC catalog hasn't been original since its creation. If you look at the list of best-selling UGC items on the catalog nowadays, it all just kind of blends together into one black, white, and peach skin-colored blob. If we wanted UGC creators to be original, we should have stopped them before they made multiple initial necklaces for every letter of the alphabet. To be honest, in my opinion, some of these knockoff hats that are being put out fall so far away from their original purpose that I think they wrap back around to just being good. These Krabba hats are meant to knock off the Mr. Tentacles series, but I kinda just like them on their own as a hat. If I didn't have this sick mohawk on my head right now, I might consider wearing one. This Laser Eyes face accessory is meant to be a reference to rip off the Laser Eyes meme format, but I actually just unironically use it as a pair of laser eyes. And yes, I am wearing the knockoff blue Clockwork Shades right now, and while that is partly because they kinda look real since the lasers cover up the knockoff logo, it's also because they're some of the only blue shades on the catalog that are thin enough for the laser eyes to go over them, which makes them perfect for my cyborg look. So yeah, I didn't actually have a problem with these things, until I realized one major downside. People might be loving these a little too much. As I mentioned, all the knockoff items on the catalog right now are selling like mad. They have hundreds to thousands of favorites, and every wannabe flexer and their mother is parading them all across Roblox, hoping that people will think they're the richest players in all of Robloxia. But with all this hype directed towards the new knockoffs at the moment, who has time to care about normal items? Stuff that's not trying to knock off anything. Stuff that new aspiring creators just genuinely spent a lot of time and hard work on and uploaded to the catalog, hoping to gain just a bit of recognition from it. Well, no one. The day before I wrote this video, a creator called Rajlo uploaded a series of 7 crown hats to the catalog. They look awesome in my opinion. The tall, sharp spikes and the moon designs around the glowing circular gemstones on each one really scream Universal Overlord, and the textures are all very well made. It's a very strong release, and since it's a series and it has 7 times the chance to go viral, I expected to click on one of these and see a couple hundred favorites at the very least. 30 favorites, 17 favorites, 15 favorites, 11 favorites. One does have 200 favorites, but it's the emo looking one, so what do you expect? But just 3 days before that, another crown was uploaded. It's called Lord of the Ruby, and it's a pretty obvious Federation crown knockoff. I will admit, it does slap pretty hard, but I don't think it slaps hard enough to deserve to have 7.2k favorites within 4 days. That is nearly 24 times the amount of favorites that all of the members of Rajlo's crown series have combined. 24 times. Even though Rajlo's crowns share basically the same theme with the Federation crown series, there's clearly some prejudice going on here. Experienced UGC and mesh creators who have dedicated much of their lives to creating good, original-looking Roblox hats are currently being stomped into the floor by newcomers just knocking off already beloved and valuable designs to make a quick buck, and they're understandably pissed off by that. But after thinking about even more, I settled on the conclusion that that might not be as big of a problem as we've made it out to be. Think about Roblox's new Limiteds program. Earlier in the year, out of nowhere, Roblox began making random old off-sale items limited nearly every week, and they haven't stopped since. The trading community used to love checking into Rollamons every day to see what was up next, making predictions and seeing cool off-sales that they never even knew existed before. But it's been a few months now, and if we're being honest, the novelty has begun to fade. 90% of these items are items that most people wouldn't be caught dead wearing unless they were going for a very specific aesthetic. And it's hard to keep getting excited for items that one has no reason to care about or wear. Whereas the problem before was that there were no new limiteds, now that we have so many of them, people have sort of stopped talking about them for the most part. The Blue Mystic Advisor, a high-selling rare item that came out 12 days ago, has only been mentioned in the Rollamons Discord server 32 times, and half of those times were before its limited release. Oversaturation kills hype, and as more and more of these knockoffs are created, I think people's excitement for them will start to run out. As their presence on the catalog increases, more and more people will become aware of them and know that they're not the real deal, and those who wear them will just look like attention-seeking toddlers. And I don't think the production of original UGC will ever die out either. Despite the lack of hype at the moment, normal creators are still plugging along, creating amazing-looking hats that no one would have dreamed could be possible a few years ago. Despite all the craziness in the market right now, I think it's only up from here. UGC is not dying, it's just evolving, and I can't wait to see what new, original items creators have in store. And also maybe a few knockoffs, don't judge me. Alright, it is now officially update o'clock. Please stick around for these updates because they're pretty important to the channel and I really want you guys to hear them. Firstly, if you haven't been keeping track of my recent community post, which most of you haven't, I haven't been able to record anything this past week because my microphone decided to hang itself. I had a script all prepared and everything. It was gonna be an awesome video to celebrate Halloween and my recent 500 subscriber milestone. I was probably gonna pull multiple all-nighters to get it all edited before Halloween. It was gonna be great. And then I played back my audio and it sounded like I was talking with a sock over my mouth. This is a microphone test via Audacity. As you can tell, it is quite muffled and very muffled. I tried troubleshooting it for hours and eventually learned that I would have to get it exchanged, which took about a week and nearly $20 in shipping costs. But as you can tell by the fact that I'm speaking to you right now, I did in fact get a new one, which still sounded bad until I realized that the problem the entire time was that I somehow just accidentally turned on the audio enhancement feature in advanced settings, which just makes everything sound like crap for some reason, and I could have saved an entire week's worth of waiting if I had realized that sooner, but that's fine, I'm not mad at all. Since I don't feel like scrapping an entire video script that I worked very hard on just because it isn't seasonal anymore, the next video you see from me will be that 500 subs Halloween video, so be prepared for something spooky and sorry for the delay in content. Secondly, I'll be changing my username. I've been going around with the username Lord Nitrous for like half a month now, and I've somehow only just learned that the term nitrous is often used as a nickname for a certain not nice substance that you ingest not through your mouth. So I definitely don't want to associate myself with that anymore, but I'm also having a hard time coming up with a new username. I've gone by Nitro on the internet for years now, and I want to keep that word in my username somewhere, but for some reason, all the good usernames I can think of that involve that word are taken already. So I'd like to let you guys have a say in what my new username is. Comment something that you think would be cool that includes the word Nitro in some way, and if I use your suggestion in any way, you'll get a shout out. Just make sure it's not taken first. Finally, by the next video, there will hopefully be a Discord server for this channel. I hinted at someone that I might create one at around 500 to 1k subs, and assuming I can find time while creating my next video to get it set up, I'd really like to make that happen. I'll need a couple of moderators for it, so if you're 13 or older and you have a lot of Discord experience, feel free to visit the link in the description for a chance to apply. And that's pretty much it. If this is the first video you're seeing of me, hello, welcome to the channel. I'm sorry this one is so low effort. Go watch my other videos. They're much better than this one, I promise. And yeah, I've been Lord Nitrous, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!